All right, back here at Duff Kingston Memorial Gymnasium, we get ready for the final game of the morning session between the 4th-ranked Lions of Carterville taking on the Fighting Cardinals of North City, Omaha infield. As my partner in crime, Dr. David J. Lane. Joe is back with us, and Joe, good to be back in the saddle again.
Absolutely, sir, and looking forward to a good matchup with Carterville and a town that we're very familiar with, the NCOE Fighting Cardinals.
Well, Carterville, as we said, the number 4 seed, they are 7-3 on the year. This is their 5th appearance in this holiday tournament, and they have a record of 8 wins, 4 losses overall during this tournament. Fighting Cardinals, one of the original teams, have won 4 titles, and the last one goes back to 1990. They've been 67-92 overall in their 58 years appearance. Carterville, talking with Coach Shane Hawkins, off to a good 7-3 start. He said, we're behind. He said, we're about 10 days behind, of course, the success of their football team that advanced there in the playoffs last fall. A couple of kids coming back we want to watch for. Caden Hawkins, coach's son, averaging about 16 a game. And then Cade Lustenberg, a big 6'5" individual who made all-tournament team last year. So they're going to have their hands full. When you look at the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE, as Coach Jordan Johnson, his 3rd year, they are 5-5 on the year. Returned a couple of starters from last year. Preston Long, averaging about 17 a game, all conference last year in the GEC. Joel Horton, 6'3", about 12 points and 7 rebounds a game. He got the Duff Kingston award last year. NCOE got off to kind of a shaky start, but they've turned around. As we said, they're 5-5, and they won 4 out of their last 5 ball games.
So definitely on a roll for the Fighting Cardinals. And I know at the beginning of the season, health was an issue, and Joe Horton had some issues with his back. And, of course, stomach bugs seem to hit everywhere in 6-1-8. But Cardinals have put it together, starting to move the basketball a little bit better, and shots are starting to fall. And you can run all the offensive sets you want, but if that ball doesn't go through the cylinder, there's no points going up on the board.
Well, we talked about, I don't know if you caught the end of that game we just finished. Carrier Mills got beat by 45. They shot 60% from the field. Missed 1 shot the first half, but that coupled with lots of turnovers, and it's going to be tough to beat people with lots of turnovers, and that's what NCOE's got to do. Is they've got to take care of the basketball against this quick Carterville ball club.
Carterville definitely has some weapons. You already mentioned Lustenberger and Hawkins. Those are the 2 seniors that definitely lead the ball club. They'll throw in Peyton Biddle, who's a 5'7" senior, and then look for Lawrence Greer, a 6-foot junior, to come in, along with Braden Wakey, who's 6'3". So, if NCOE turns around and looks the other end of the court, you're going to see some size, and you're going to see some physical specimens. And Carterville, a 2A school right now. However, the enrollments are going to come out this week and be released. Heron, a 3A team in the tournament. Carterville will move up to 3A next year.
And we talked about that last year. Carterville, Heron last year had a real good year. They went 20-7, won a regional, but in that 3A, it's just so much tougher.
Well, in Heron, the first couple of games, you go back to last year, struggled. And people thought, man, are they that good? And I remember the semifinal game, and then they just tore Coach Hossman's team up in championship in a rout, which I'll have the pleasure to come back and do Massac County later on this afternoon at 3:45 as they take on the Hawks of Gallatin County.
Well, again, you mentioned earlier one of the things that the Cardinals are going to have to worry about is the size. You mentioned Lustenberger at 6'5", Vanderzeel at 6'2", and then Caden Hawkins, 6 foot. He's a senior, and of course, his dad, the success his dad had, played at SIU and all that. And I believe that the boy is going to be better than the dad.
Well, speaking of the boy being better than the dad, so we watched the Hamilton County game this morning, and sitting down there, Jeff Brzezinski had come down, a former Duff Kingston winner, and some other gentlemen from McLeansboro, and I saw Eli Hansen shoot, and I said, boy, Eli's shot is much prettier than his father's.
That Jason, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. They had some success back, help me out, 91, 92, they got third in the state?
90 and 91, they got third in the state that year.
Okay. So
it's interesting, you start to see the guys you grew up with play against. Now their kids are out here on the floor and playing, and
we've talked about in the past, and we did this one year, going through how many father-son all tournament teams have played here. And the one that comes to mind, of course, Mr. Weinmiller over at Benton. Ron Weinmiller made the all-tournament team when he played for the Foxes many years ago, and then his dad was all-tournament back in, I don't know, 1842 or so, whatever it was.
And then you also, Cody Lane,
yes,
from Eldorado, another father-son duo.
I think we went through that. We found, 4 or 5 father-sons. I didn't see your name on here.
No. I was a good passer.
Okay. Well, my team didn't play then. They didn't have it then, I don't think, when I played. But, yeah, originally how this thing has developed into started out as a 4-team invite and now one of the premier tournaments here in Southern Illinois. Getting ready pretty well for the starting lineups. We need to tell you that starting lineups for this matchup are brought to you by your local Huck's Market. Join the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon, every day for a limited time. Download the new Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app and start earning your big rewards today. Get exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel, discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play. So we do thank them. We want to give a big shout out to all the highway workers, the city workers, employees. I mean, they've been out here since the crack of dawn, if not before, making it possible for people to get here to this tournament. And roads were pretty ugly coming over here at about 7:30 this morning.
Yeah, Route 45 was not in any good shape, but it seemed like the closer you got to Eldorado, then you started to see more of the workers in the state trucks. And a friend of ours down there said, "Hey, this is the hub. They know where the roads need to be cleaned." But again, I echo what you said and just appreciate them.
And Cole Carter, who just left us, made the comment, said it took him an hour and a half just about to get from Carmi.
Wow.
So it's, yeah, but you notice all around the school, I mean, boy, it's bare dirt, or bare asphalt. And he said, we can't cancel it. I mean, this is the Eldorado tournament, but if it's a school day, let's look for the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE as we begin. Double check here my program. And how are they going to, not sure how they're going to do this. Yeah. Javen Garrett will be a starting guard for NCOE. Come on, he's a kind of a spark plug. He can light it up for you. Cord Tucker, he's another sniper from way outside, a 5'10" senior. Eric Healy, another senior at about 5'10", and your forward will be number 25, Preston Long, a 6'2" senior, along with the forward. They call him the center forward type situation. Joel Horton wears number 34. Will be your top 5 as they get ready to meet these Carterville Lions. So four seniors and a freshman will be starting for Coach Jordan Johnson. They come into this game with a record of 5 wins and 5 losses. As we await the starting lineups for Carterville, we'll go ahead and relay them to you. Number 4, Peyton Biddle. He is a 5'7" senior, along with Blake Berkey, a 6'1" senior. Caden Hawkins, coach's son, at 6 feet and a senior. Adam Vanderzill at 6'2", and Cade Lustenberger, a senior at 6'5". So pretty well, we're going to see 9 seniors and a freshman. And again, Hawkins, the leading scorer last year at 16 points. Lustenberger chipping in at about 10 points a game. And looking at, again, the Fighting Cardinals, Joel Horton about 17 or 11 points a game. Preston Long at 17 points a game. So those are going to be the 2, Lustenberger and Hawkins for Carterville, Long and Horton for NCOE.
And you know Coach Hawkins, who is a very good coach for Carterville, he knows who to key in on.
Yep.
So, but that's where you look to see if Garrett can step up, Tucker can step up, and Healy, because they're certainly going to put pressure on Preston Long, and they're certainly going to work Joe Horton down in the post.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know, we had the coaches seating meeting there at Eldorado a couple of weeks ago, and all of these coaches, they're laughing. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. How's things going? Yada, yada, yada. But boy, once you're here and that ball is tossed up, I don't know you.
It's all business. We've now crossed enemy territory.
Yes. And one of the things, you know, you need to stress too, in this kind of situation, they're opponents, not enemies. And that's the one thing that you need to try and the point that you want to drive through. So you can see Hawkins, he may end up playing with him because he is so
very competitive and intense on the sideline.
Animated is the word I was looking for. He and Coach Hossman of Massac County, they both get excited and get into it. And you see other coaches, they just kind of stand there. My motto was John Wooden. The only time he had coached at UCLA many years ago, the only time he got off the bench was called a timeout. Or if he crossed his legs and uncrossed them, look out, somebody's in trouble. So NCOE, the Fighting Cardinals dressed in red, white numerals trimmed in black, and Carterville white trimmed in orange and black. As we get ready to go, Carterville going to our left.
Best thing for NCOE, get off to an early start, not be intimidated, and maybe hope catch Carterville on the heels as it's still early in the morning.
You know, we saw that happen. Carrier Mills, they jumped right out, took it right to him. Lustenberger will go up against Horton, and the ball is going to go in the backcourt, and it'll be controlled by the Carterville Lions. As we start out, Lustenberger has it high. They swing it on the right side to Biddle. Coming around, here is Hawkins for three, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Carterville gets it, trying to get inside. Berkey has to kick it back out. Hawkins missed his second in a row. Another rebound. This time, ball is slapped around. They go down in the corner, picked up by Lustenberger. Here is Hawkins on a drive, finger roll. Finally dropped through, held on the rim just for a second. They show kind of a little pressure in the backcourt. Here is Long, gets it up to Healy, right in front of the scorer's bench. Now back to Long. He is picked up there by Berkey and picks his pocket. Here goes Berkey up with the left hand, got it to go, and quickly Carterville jumps out to a 4-0 lead.
We talked about that pressure defense from Carterville.
Here is Long, gives to Horton, top of the key, goes left side, Tucker. Cord comes around the top of the key, goes to Garrett on the right wing in front of the scorer's bench, left side, Horton. Now goes to Tucker. NCOE's got some snipers. Tucker is one of them, as they're going to try and keep Long from even getting the basketball. Now Garrett comes with it on the side, stolen away as
Biddle got his hands.
Biddle picked his pocket. Well, they get a traveling violation.
So the second turnover on NCOE, and then Biddle turns it back over with a traveling to the Cardinals.
Preston Long will bring it up, and Berkey is going to meet him 75 feet from home court. Long on the dribble, comes out high right to Healy. Send Tucker as a cutter, gives to Horton. He's open from the free throw line, didn't get the bounce, and cleared by Carterville. Hawkins quickly up court. He's going to go all the way, coast to coast. Thank you very much. And all of a sudden, it's 6-0 Carterville.
Comes a double team.
Yep, half-court trap, a sloppy pass, and kind of an overhead hook pass, and deflected out of bounds. NCOE basketball right in front of the scorer's bench, to Long in the backcourt. Again, Berkey is right there with him.
Going to make him earn every foot of that floor.
He's going to go, and we're going to get a reach-in foul. It's going to go against Carterville. And ball, Tucker got off a shot and wedged it in the goal.
So first foul of the ball game is going to be on Carterville's Blake Berkey. It's going to be NCOE to inbound.
Cord Tucker will do so. Free throw line extended on the far side. They get it into Long, and Vanderzeel will have him now. Long trying to penetrate, spin move, loses control of the basketball, gives to Healy on the right side. Here's Garrett. Now Horton. In the corner is Healy. Tough man defense employed by Carterville.
Their man-to-man defense finds 5 red jerseys beyond the three-point line, trying to work Horton down low.
And they do. He's going to turn around from 6 and got it. Joel Horton gets the bucket. There's a long three-pointer. That is Hawkins.
Yep.
Hawkins got the three, and it's 9-2. Here is Long, gets it up in the offensive end, works on the dribble, backs it back out. Now Horton, high left. Send Healy as a cutter. He's going to go, a little reverse layup and put it up short. Here comes Hawkins. Boy, is he quick. Hesitation dribble. Turns around, kicks it way out front to Biddle, and Biddle's going to try and drive, and we're going to get a foul. It's going to go against the Fighting Cardinals.
Foul's going against Javen Garrett, 5'5" freshman, picks up his first, team's first. Substitution into the ball game. Maddox Crane, a 5'9" senior for Carterville, as he's going to replace Vanderzeel.
They go inside with it. Big, strong move. Nope. Back out front. Three-point shot is short by Lustenberger, and here come the Cardinals. Leave it for Horton from beyond the arc, off the rim, and it won't drive. Good save there, but right in the hands of Cord Tucker. Then it goes out of bounds. Now it's loose, and here is Long from long range, back of the rim. Pulled down by Biddle. And they leave it for Hawkins, down low, outside. Lustenberger fakes the three. He's going to drive against Horton. Finger roll, got it. Lustenberger with his first basket. Long in the backcourt. Now Horton. Tucker stands at the volleyball line. Comes to Horton on the right side. Now here is Long. Horton looks, trying to find a cutter. Good, tough man-to-man defense. Tucker inside, gives to Garrett. Now back outside to Horton. They swing it around on the far side to Long. Horton, top of the circle. Garrett, right side, baseline to Healy. Boy, they're fronting cutters. Garrett from three, the little freshman. Lights it up, not afraid to shoot it. 11-5, Carterville on top, 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. Has the screen, here is Hawkins, hesitation dribble. Kick it back out to Biddle, who jacks the three, won't go. Rebound Eric Healy, we got a foot race. And nice little spin move, puts it up, and he's gonna be fouled. Good spin move by Healy, but he was almost too far underneath and managed to save face by drawing the foul.
Foul goes against Biddle. It's going to be the team's second, his first. Eric Healy go to the line and shoot two. Eric, 5'10", senior.
One of a slew of seniors that'll graduate. Rattles in and out, then finally falls through.
Couple of subs. Drew Barrington, a 5'11" sophomore. His first time in the ball game. Number 12, Blake Berkey, is back in, and then in for NCOE is Colby Prather, a 5'9" senior, wears number 5.
And both free throws are made by Healy. And here we go, passes down low, inside, out front Hawkins. He's going to jack a three and hit it. Hawkins has 10.
He pretty much has the green light anytime he touches it.
Prather in trouble, watched out, and a timeout is called by Jordan Johnson. Rather than give up the basketball, coach says, let's talk this over. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
Eddie. 14-7. 14-7 as Carterville comes out of the gate hot. And of course we talked about Caden Hawkins already has 10 out of the 14 points.
Carterville was 4 for 4 of 2-point range already and 3 of 6 from behind the arc. NCOE, on the other hand, they are 1 for 3 from behind the arc, 1 for 5 inside.
Cord Tucker having trouble getting the basketball in, finally does to Garrett. Works his way up, goes behind the back. He's guarded there by Barrington. Here's Horton, comes around the screen, fakes the three in the corner. Here is Prather, uses the screen, good screen and roll, good old-fashioned basketball, but Horton can't handle it, turnover NCOE. Quickly up in the corner. Here's a shot put up. No good. Brock Chastain got in there on the shot. Rebound to Carterville, but a travel.
Berkey came down and did the shuffle. That's going to be their second turnover. Basketball back to NCOE. Full court pressure by the Lions.
In the middle, knocked away. Shane Hawkins, that one's short. Rebound run down in the corner by Chastain. Swing it left side. Shot put up by Berkey won't go, and loose ball on the floor. It's going to be a jump. As Healy and Hawkins. That's what I like. They reached down. Healy reached down. Hawkins reached up. He pulled him up, and then they kind of patted each other on the backside. Guys, that's what it's all about.
Number 10, Brandon Skelcher, 5'11 junior, will check in for Carterville. And one of the starters, Vanderzeel, back in for Coach Hawkins.
About the time I get the names done, he runs in 5 new ones.
He's played about 10 kids thus far. And
Foul.
Vanderzeel back in, immediately fouls, trying to intercept a pass.
That's the way Cole Carter, I felt sorry for him a little bit because he had line changes. 14-7. Carterville on top. 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Long will bring it up against Berkey and lose it. Lead pass knocked away by Cord Tucker. Had a man open, and Cord, a little extra burst of speed, slapped it out of bounds. Carterville will retain to our left underneath the goal. Berkey will inbound it. Gives to Caden Hawkins. Outside, here's a three-point shot put up, boom.
Maddox Crane, one of the bench players coming in, a 5'9 senior.
And it's 17-7. Here's Long, gets you ahead to Tucker, or to Prather rather. Nolan Prather back out to Long. Minute 30 to go in the opening quarter, 17-7. Toward Tucker, down in the corner to Garrett. Now Prather has it, top of the key, Long with it on the right side. They go inside to Horton, dumps it off to Prather in the right baseline. Inside, Joel's gonna have to fade away and got it. The ball rattled around and come through as Horton gets his second field goal. 17-9. Carterville on top.
Cardinals just need to find a way to get a stop here and then kind of get into that offensive end and gain a little confidence here and chip away as they're only down by 8.
Gives to Crane, outside, here's a drive. Outside to Hawkins, loses it, top of the key, fires a shot, three-pointer, won't go, rebound tipped out, good save by Carterville, but right in the hands of Javen Garrett. And Garrett sees he's outnumbered, gives it to Prather. Colby Prather with the basketball, top of the key, he is picked up rather tightly. Now Cord Tucker, Long, down the corner they go with it to Prather. Comes around a double screen, going to take it all. Ooh, might have got away with the travel. They leave Javen Garrett open, in and out. And a rebound pulled down by Caden Hawkins. Hawkins up in the offensive end. Hesitation dribble, puts it up short. He's going to be fouled. Good hesitation dribble on that.
Fouls on
Tucker.
11. That's going to be Cord Tucker, his first, team second.
And so to our left and the right of the goal with 22 seconds, Carterville will inbound it. Way out front they go with it to Crane. And they're going to play for the last shot. Cord Tucker comes on him. Now they go to the high left. Still on the dribble, almost lost control of it. And Cord Tucker harassing him and forces the turnover. We're down to 7 seconds. Here comes Long. Lead pass to Tucker. And tries to save it from going out of bounds and about took out a cheerleader. And, you know, what I liked there, went back, Skelcher kind of looked at him, kind of pointed like, are you all right? You like to see that. And they're going to let one go from mid-court, and it's going to go over the goal. That ends the first quarter of play with a score, the Carterville Lions 17, the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE 9.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
Mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
Harrisburg knocked off Hamilton County 60-52 in overtime. And in Heron, no problems with Carrier Mills, 87-42. This is the final game of the morning session. Joe and I'll take a break and then back this afternoon. Boy, we got some dandies. Vienna, Edwards County, A.J. Fairfield, Massac, Gallatin. And it's NCOE basketball as we begin this second quarter. Here's Preston Long, tries to drive down the right side, gives out front to Eric Healy. Tough man-to-man Carterville defense, and Healy tries to dribble through him, can't do it. Lead pass on a fast break, shot is up and in.
Blake Berkey
doing on both ends. Colby Prather, bounce pass to Horton. Now Prather, he'll work across the top of the floor. Long three, wow. Colby, I didn't think you could see that far.
Well, that was deep and a big bucket.
Wow, they
for
needed
the senior.
Makes it a 19-12. You know, their last game against Hardin County, he lit it up with about 4 or 5 threes in that ball game. 19-12. There on the right side is Lustenberger. Gives it up front. He's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled. Horton looks guilty. We shall see.
Lustenberger's on the right wing, just split the defenders between he and Long. And drew the foul. It's going to be on Preston Long, his first.
So Lustenberger will go to the line. He'll shoot the first free throws for Carterville in the ball game.
And he makes it.
He now has 3 in the game. That makes it 4. 21-12, Carterville by 9. 1 minute into the second quarter. Still pressure by the Lions of Carterville. Cord Tucker double team, gets it over to Horton, fakes right. He's going to go left, leaves it back for Prather. Prather behind the back, but good defense there by Biddle.
Biddle's picking up Prather a little bit further after Colby drained one from about 25.
Here is Preston Long. He's trying to work against Berkey. On the step back, didn't get it. Prather feels it, lets it go. Back of the iron, rebound pulled down by Carterville. Quickly ahead. Here is Hawkins. Good spin move, shot up, too hard, rebound knocked him out long, and Horton fought over it, and Lustenberger picked it up and give it out to Hawkins. Never missed 2 in a row in his life. He's got 13. Here is Prather. Watch out for the trap. We're going to get a reach-in foul on Biddle. Biddle says, we do that in practice, and coach doesn't say anything. Cord Tucker will inbound it right in front of the scorer's bench. Gives to Long in the backcourt. Picked up by Hawkins. And Hawkins going to pick his pocket. Lay it up and in. Caden Hawkins.
15 out of their 26.
And 3 more than what the Cardinals do. Bounce pass inside to Eric Healy. He is double teamed and turns around and throws to the Carterville bench. That's one of those things, you get underneath the basket, pick your dribble up, and know where to go.
Not very many options. 8th turnover on the Cardinals.
Wow. Makes it tough.
Well, give credit, the defense that Carterville is playing, just very in your face, man to man.
Here's Carterville with the basketball, driving all the way, shot up, no good by Biddle. He draws the foul. And that will send Biddle to the line to shoot 2.
Foul's on Eric Healy.
And that one's good.
Eric's first foul, 14 fouls apiece.
And he'll have one more. Automatic. Got them both. 26-12, 14-point lead for Carterville. Cord Tucker to backcourt. He is picked up there by Biddle. A little pressure there against the Cardinals. They get it up to Horton. Now Long. Sees an opening, kicks it out to Healy. Now Horton fakes the 3, down low, intended for Long. Stolen away by Vanderzeel. Bounce pass in the corner. Trying to drive the baseline in traffic. And it's one of those situations there. Berkey got underneath and no place to go.
Crane and Wakey will come back in for Coach Hawkins' squad. Cardinals don't substitute that much, not a very deep bench.
No.
And then you've got Carterville throwing in 10 or 11 players already in the first half.
Lustenberger from downtown roams in and out. And then Herons played about 20. Here's Long up in the offensive end, gives to Tucker. His first shot of the ball game, buries a triple.
Good shot by the senior on the left side. Got in rhythm and drained it.
We're going to get a reach-in foul. It's going to go, I believe, against Cord Tucker. It was a good move there by Biddle. They call it a blocking foul. Javen Garrett checks back in along making his first appearance. Spencer Shipp, he's a 6'2 senior. Prather comes out. Healy comes out. Here's Hawkins. Gives it on the far side to Biddle. Trying to post up down low. Instead fires it on the side to Skeltzer. And Brock Skeltzer hits his first 3. Yeah, that was Skeltzer, wasn't it?
It was Crane.
Crane, okay.
Tucker with it right side. Garrett.
Nice move, a
Nice
little
little
floater.
shot
Use the backboard. Horton had it, lost it. Here comes Hawkins. Top of the key, goes right side. Lustenberger goes inside. Down in the corner they go with it. Shot put up, will not drop. Javen Garrett comes up with it on a miss by Skeltzer. Cardinal with the basketball. Here is outside the arc is Joel Horton. Tries to drive, nothing there. Leaves it for Cord Tucker, and try to save was Hawkins. A couple of more subs coming in.
Drew Barrington back in along with Blake Berkey. Coming out is going to be Peyton Biddle
And Lustenberger. 31-15, a 16-point Carterville lead as Garrett brings it up in the offensive end, leaves it for Long. Preston Long gives to Spence. Down low inside to Long, has it in the corner. Kicks it back out and knocked out of bounds by Carterville's Blake Berkey. Boy, they do not give you room to breathe, do they?
They just take up a lot of space, too, on the floor.
Wow.
I mean, just have their arms extended. Another turnover.
Here goes Hawkins. Lays it off the window. 33-15, 18-point Carterville lead. Here is Long. Preston Long. Out on the dribble. Wakey is on him. Notice they're keeping fresh legs on Long. He's their leading scorer, and he's got, what, one shot?
Correct.
Now Cord Tucker comes to Long on the right side. Tucker's a cutter. Nope, they're going to use a screen by Horton. Long fires his second shot. Bricked it. Rebound comes down. And here come the Lions. What a great pass. Little double pump. And the foul goes against the Fighting Cardinals.
It's going to be on Preston Long. Preston will pick up his second. 16 fouls. on the Cardinals. Maddox Crane, the 5'9 senior, misses the first of two. Colby Prather checks back in. Long comes out.
You know, Long's got to be dejected. They're just not letting him shoot the ball. Second free throw is no good. Javen Garrett pulls it down for the Cardinals. High right to Prather. Watch out for the double team. Gives inside to Horton. They've got Garrett alone from downtown. Air ball and came right in the hands of Horton and slithered off his fingers out of bounds.
Vanderzeel back in for Coach Hawkins.
2 minutes and 4 seconds to go here in the first half. An 18-point lead for Carterville, 33-15. Out front with the basketball. Down in the corner, Lustenberger buries a three. Not bad when you're 6'5".
Yeah, Horton at 6'2" gave him a little bit of breathing room, and Lustenberger just let one fly.
Prather avoids the trap, gives to Horton. Joel with the basketball. In the corner, they go to Spence. He's going to fire from 18 off the iron. Pulled down by Carterville, stolen by Garrett. And Horton tries to weasel his way inside and does so.
Quickly down the floor, they beat everybody back, and the pass got ahead to Blake Berkey, who was a snowbird.
Come the Cardinals. Near the jump circle is Horton. Coming around the screen is Prather. 38-17, a 21-point Carterville lead. Trying to get Horton posted up on a high post, but good weak side help there. Here is Garrett, now Tucker. Left side, Spence. Swinging around the horn, Prather on the baseline. Now Horton just outside the three-point line. One dribble, leaves for Tucker. Thought about a three-pointer. Drives in and backs it back out. He's going to take a long three off the iron, and Horton right there to put it back.
Good offensive stick back. Nobody checked off Horton.
Quickly down court is Peyton Biddle. Beat most of the team back down the court and was fouled on his layup.
Javen Gary picks up his first free throw, or excuse me, first foul. Skelcher back in, 5'11" junior.
That's what it got a whistle. I thought it was a shooting foul.
Well, I'm thinking it should be the seventh foul, which would make for a 1-and-1.
And Biddle was the one driving, so technically wouldn't he not have to go? They've subbed for him, but wouldn't he have to go back in?
I would think so.
As they are conferring at the scoring table.
So now they put the other foul. I think they heard us talking.
Okay.
So now they got the 7 up there, so it is going to be a 1-and-1.
And Biddle had come out of the ball game as he was replaced by Skelcher.
Yep, Skelcher, number 10, came in for Biddle.
So, yep, he's got to come back in. And Skelcher says, well, Coach, what's going on? I was supposed to come in the game. I want to play.
Not like coming in and having to shoot some free throws.
Yeah. So we'll send Biddle back to the line again. It'll be 1-and-1 or 2 shots.
Should be a 1-and-1. Preston Long's going to check in. Preston's got to be careful. He's got 2 fouls on him. Spencer Shipp will come out.
So Biddle's free throw is short. Horton comes down with a clear. Gives to Long, 25 seconds. Left in the first half, 38-19. Long is met at midcourt. There's Tucker, now Horton. We're down to 14 seconds. Here's Long for 3. Won't go. Rebound cleared by Carterville. Lead bounce pass, still got 6 seconds. Spin move, fade away. Won't drop. Rebound to Carterville, throws it off. They won't count it. So that ends the first half of play with a score. The Carterville Lions 38, Fighting Cardinals of North City, Omaha, infield, 19. Back in a couple of minutes.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped people just like yourself for your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmi. From routine care, vaccines and DOT physicals, to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
You lock up your house, you lock up your car. Citizens National Bank of Albion works hard to keep your identity and personal account information safe and secure. We encourage you to do the same. Be very cautious when receiving phone calls asking for your personal information, online banking username and passwords. CNB will never ask you for your information over the phone. Never give out your personal information. Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking, member FDIC.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. It has been a pleasure to grow with you, to go through the stages of your life. I would just like to say thank you to all of my clients, past and present. And as one client recently said, it's like we are family. We strive to do the best we can for you, whether it be in tax season or out, and whether it be a tax situation, a financial situation, or just someone to talk to about how things are going. Thank you for counting on us. Stop by my office on Cherry Street in Carmi, or visit me at nancyjwintercpa.com.
The 58th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament, Carterville Lions, the number 4 seed. No problem so far the first half with the Fighting Cardinals of North City, Omaha infield. They lead it 38-19. And look at the scoring, first of all, for Carterville. Caden Hawkins leads the way with 17. They've got 8 from Maddox Crane, 7 from Kate Lustenberger, 4 from Blake Berkey, and 2 from Baden Biddle. Oh, had a big bang. That's always great coming through the headphones. Wow. So 38 points for Carterville. Looking at the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE, they're led by Joel Horton with 8. They've got 3 from Javen Garrett, 3 from Cord Tucker, and 3 from Colby Prather. Those are all 3-pointers, and Eric Healy added a couple of free throws. 38-19. We'll take another break. Be back. Joe will have all kinds of stats and stuff.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. It has been a pleasure to grow with you, to go through the stages of your life. I would just like to say thank you to all of my clients, past and present. And as one client recently said, it's like we are family. We strive to do the best we can for you, whether it be in tax season or out, and whether it be a tax situation, a financial situation, or just someone to talk to about how things are going. Thank you for counting on us. Stop by my office on Cherry Street in Carmi, or visit me at nancyjwintercpa.com.
Family medicine providers care for everyone in your family through all stages of life. If you need a primary care provider, Farrell Hospital has 3 new family medicine physicians accepting new patients. Dr. Clay Ford in Harrisburg, Dr. Samantha Mosby in Eldorado, and Dr. Chris Moore in McLeansboro for quality, convenient primary care close to home for both adults and children. Visit farrellhospital.org and call to make your appointment today.
Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi has over 500 eyeglass frames to choose from in stock. Also, a large selection of designer sunglass, non-prescription or prescription. Taylor Eye Care treats every patient like a member of their family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Call Taylor Eye Care at 618-382-4683 for your next eye exam. That's 618-382-4683. Taylor Eye Care, excellence in eye care.
Yes. But as long as you play do-overs, I'm fine. Got to hear my daughter-in-law a while ago. She recorded one. Yeah, Whitney. Okay, back here at Duff Kingston, 38-19 Carterville. Joe, you got all kinds of good stuff.
About 5 minutes to go here at halftime. First, we'll take a look at the lines of Carterville. Pretty impressive first half. They were 8 out of 12 shooting from two-point range at 67%. 5 out of 12 from behind the arc at 42%. Shot 7 free throws, made 4 of those at 57%. Pulled down 12 rebounds in the first half. 3 of those were offensive, and only had 3 turnovers. The Cardinals, on the other hand, the turnover was their Achilles heel, as they had 11 turnovers in that first half. They did have 9 rebounds. 3 of those were offensive. Cardinals perfect from the foul line, just shot 2 of them, though, as they are 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Shooting-wise for NCOE, 2 of 8 from two-point range at 25%. 4 of 12 behind the arc at 33%. So the Cardinals finish 6 out of 20 at 30% shooting. So just the turnovers, one of the main things that allowed Carterville to just get on that run. And Carterville likes to get up and down, and they do it from that pressure defense.
Well, they are quick. Caden Hawkins has really been impressive here in the first half of 17. You know, you're kind of looking here at the field goals. Joel Horton's the only one with any 2s. And you go back, Cord Tucker, you know, who's a pretty good three-point shooter, I think has had 2 shots. Look at Preston Long. He has not scored, averaging about 17 a game. They pretty well shut him down. I think he's had 2 shots. And, you know, not that they live and die by the 3, but that's where a lot of the points come from. NCOE is from beyond the arc.
Colby Prather bagged one from the volleyball line.
And they're just – and Carterville has them well scouted. They're not giving them that 3-point shot.
Yeah, I mean, it just, you know, you find yourself, if you're NCOE, you've got basically what they're trying to do in their offense. They've got 5 guys that are forced outside of that 3-point lane, and they'll try and run a cutter down low and try to do a little rotation. But like I said, just, you know, if you're watching, Carterville takes up a lot of space. I mean, their defense just seems like there's not a lot of open lanes to get passes through. But I'm sure Coach Johnson's going to allude to that down at halftime and say, guys, you've got to take care of the basketball and just chip away. Cardinals were down 17-9 after the first quarter, and you say, hey, we want to win every quarter. Well, Carterville unfortunately did that in the second. That has them at a 19-point lead right now.
Well, you know, I think part of this goes back. Carterville 7-3. You look at the competition level. You know, when you're 2A, river to river against and not taking anything at GEC away, but play your competition, you're going to get better. And you've got to take it up a level in order to compete.
Right, and that's one of the things you see a lot of teams that you're never going to see after this tournament. You know, NCOE's not going to run into a Carterville. They're not going to run into a Heron. They're not going to run into an Anna Jonesboro. But you get to find out the areas that you need to work on, because most schools, once the EHT is over, now you jump right in the thick of conference play, your conference tournaments, and start jockeying for postseason play.
All right, we'll take a final break. Be back with the third quarter right after these words.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling from parking lots, driveways, and washouts. Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast, dependable service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
All right, we want to thank our halftime sponsor, the Jordan Funeral Home Group, for making all this possible and all our halftime stuff we've given you, scores, and first one thing and another. We said this is the final game here of the morning session, and there'll be a short break, and I'll get a big break. Joe will get a little break. We'll come right back here at 1:45. Bryce Thompson will be bringing you the Vienna-Edwards County game, and then turn right around at 3:15 and be Anna Jonesboro-Fairfield. Then Joe and I will be back at 4:45, Massac County and Gallatin County. So lots of basketball, and that completes the afternoon session. Then we come back tonight. Eldorado West Frankfort at 7 o'clock, Carmi Hardin County at 8:30, and then probably in the Red Eye Special it'll be Hamilton County and Carrier Mills. And that's day one. And then after that there's only, 17 games left, Joe? Something like that?
That's right. Then when it's all done, it's kind of a blur.
It is. It'll be Carterville basketball moving to our right as we begin the last half. Caden Hawkins with the basketball, coming with it on the right side. Leaves it for Biddle. Biddle's going to drive in the lane, stop, kick it out to Berkey. Berkey on a drive, little floater, will not drop, cleared by Horton of NCOE. Long gives to Horton. He crosses into the friendly territory. Good straight man employed by the Lions of Carterville. Corner, Eric Healy. Now Long, down low, they go inside to Horton, loses it, gets it back, now back to Long. Goes around the screen, goes all the way around the court, finds Shaven Garrett. As NCOE having trouble penetrating this man defense by the Lions of Carterville. Here is Long. Now Healy, they've got Horton posted up, but cannot get it to him. Outside to Long. Preston going to stop and pop. Nope. Will not go on the three, and the rebound cleared by Biddle. Quickly up court. Lead pass. Just a little bit ahead of Lustenberger. They're not afraid to make that pass either.
No, I'd say, hey, they go throw it up and see if the receiver can reel it in.
He said, you're supposed to run a button hook, not a straight out. Here is pressure in the backcourt. Long gets it over to Cord Tucker. Has it high on the right side. Now Garrett, middle of the floor. Long. Inside to Horton, turn around from the left elbow, and he got it. Horton with 10 in the ball game. He has all the 2-pointers for the Cardinals. Here's Lustenberger. He's going to take it to the hole, drops it down in the corner, and we're going to get a call traveling. And that goes against Vanderzeel.
2 turnovers on Carterville to open up the third quarter. Opening possession, netted a bucket by way of Horton for NCOE, and see if the Cardinals can chip away here.
Take advantage of the 2 turnovers. Cord Tucker gives to Horton on the far side. Long. Now Garrett, couple of dribbles. No-look pass into Horton. Boy, was that pretty. Javen Garrett on a no-look into Horton, and he has a dozen. That cuts it to 15, 38-25. Now Caden Hawkins leaves it for Lustenberger. Top of the key, 3, won't go. Rebound inside. Good offensive board by Blake Berkey. They had him boxed out. Trouble of it is he just out-jumped him.
Just a little higher, or just a little taller.
Here's Horton again in the corner. Over to Long. He'll jack a 3. And finally Preston Long gets in the scorebook. His first bucket of the ball game. They've got to have some points out of him. 40-26.
Cardinals starting to have a little bit more giddy up in their step, a little more confidence here.
On the far side is Lustenberger. Drop pass intended down low, knocked away, another turnover. Healy got smacked in the forehead. They give it to Long. Don't pick your dribble up. Don't pick your dribble up. And he did, and tried to make a pass, an errant pass. And here we go, the length of the court. Shot up and no call, offensive foul. Kind of a late whistle. As Preston Long stood there and took the charge on Peyton Biddle.
A couple of subs coming in for Coach Hawkins. Crane's back in.
Chastain's back at the other one. You know what I've noticed? Every time a player comes out for the Lions, the whole bench stands up. I like that. 40-26.
Nothing gets by you.
You love that sportsmanship and show support of your teammates. Eric Healy is going to dribble around the perimeter, go inside to Horton. Joel is going to stop, look, and put up another one. Joel Horton. 14 in the game, and NCOE's cut the lead to 12, a deficit to 12. Here's Caden Hawkins. Outside Lustenberger, fakes right, goes to the left elbow, kicks it back out. Down low they go inside to Hawkins. He's going to kick it out, then
He'll be fouled from behind, maybe Cord Tucker, the guilty party.
Hawkins tried to make the referee. I was shooting it. I turned around. He was squared up, but kicked it out to no avail.
Cardinals have outscored Carterville here in the third, 9-2.
With the basketball out front, this is Chastain. Gives to Lustenberger. Back to Chastain. Wanted a three. Didn't take it. Lustenberger. He'll take the three. Rims in and out and pull down the rebound is Preston Long. Cardinals on the fly. Pass intended cross court for Tucker. Slapped out of bounds.
Maddox Crane got in the passing lane. Well, Carterville doesn't give you anything easy.
No, they sure don't. Here is Tucker. Surveys the situation again. Tough man-to-man employed by Carterville. Gives to Horton down in the corner. Trying to back his way in. He does, and we're going to get a bumping foul. And that's going to be charged to Blake or Braden Wakey.
Barrington and Berkey back in for Carterville. Biddle comes out. Lustenberger will come out.
So NCOE will inbound underneath their own goal. Tucker will be the trigger. And they give it to Long. Back out to Healy. Down the corner, Tucker. Right in front of the NCOE bench. Hawkins is on Tucker. That's something. How would you like to have him guard you?
I wouldn't want any of them to guard me.
Top of the circle is Horton. Healy fakes left, goes left, has it stripped away by Hawkins. And can he save it? Yep. And here he comes, got his head up, looking and looking, hesitation dribble all the way. Cord Tucker is going to reach in and be charged with a hook.
And that's going to be the third foul on Cord.
So it'll be Carterville basketball. 3:41 to go here in the third quarter, 40-28. Carterville with the basketball. Top of the circle. Here comes a drive in the corner. Hawkins for three. Missed one and rebound. And we're going to get an over the back. Blake Wakey went high over the back of Preston Long.
Coach Hawkins may have a question or two about that. Wakey, boy, you're right, he just skied and jumped up. But a good box out by Preston Long.
Check it with Coach Hawkins looking at Rocky Hull. Are you sure? Are you sure? I want to see that on a replay. Here is Jaden Garrett. Straight man press, gets it ahead to Tucker. They leave him open. It's rims in and out and going high for that one. Wakey said, I'm not on anybody's back. Lead pass down in the corner, back to Hawkins, top of the key for three. What do you think? Cade Hawkins with the triple. Hawkins has 20 and a 30-second timeout called by Carterville. We'll keep it right here, a 15-point advantage. NCOE was down 19, had cut it to 12. So the Cardinals are not giving up. They're hanging right here and said, hey, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us.
Well, the first few minutes, third quarter, the best stretch that NCOE's had all game. Moved the basketball, had confidence in the shots. Like I said, when the shots fall, things seem to go a little bit better. But, again, got to take care of that basketball. Got to erase that 11 turnover mark that they got stung with in the first half. NCOE only has 2 turnovers right now. Carterville, though, they opened up. First 3 possessions were turnovers.
Well, so many times you say the first 3 minutes of the second half is what's important to kind of get you on the roll. And but Carterville came right back, came right back. A bucket by Berkey and then a triple by Hawkins. A little pressure in the backcourt. Long will give it to Garrett, and he'll work it up the court against Shelser. Preston Long high on the right side. Now Tucker back on the right side. The Long almost threw it away. They find Garrett, top of the key. Garrett sees an opening. He's going to take it to the hole, kick it out to Tucker. Inside to Horton. Joel is going to take it, put it up, and he's going to draw the foul. Joel Horton takes it to him. Draws the personal foul. He'll go to the line and shoot a couple.
Foul will be on Braden Wakey. going to be number 3 on him, team's 4th.
And Horton with 14 in the game. Last year he won the Duff Kingston Award. Well-deserved, fine young man.
Outstanding. Biddle comes in. Lutzenberger back in. Hawkins will come out. Crane will come out. This Lions bench is deep, and you could have a different starting 5 every night, not miss a beat with any of them.
Yep.
Second free throw good by Joel.
So he hits 1 of 2. He has 15 in the game. Lead pass. They got a man open down there in the corner. Fired out to Lustenberger. Here's a shot from the corner. Three-pointer will not drop. Loose ball picked up by Carterville. Inside. Back outside. Good ball movement. 15-footer put up. Rims in and out. Ball tipped out and touched last by Carterville. So we'll go the other way. I had Maddox Crane as number 4. He's number 2. I kept thinking, Joe, you're calling the wrong name. No, it was me. So Preston Long will walk it down. 2:17 to go here in the third quarter. 43-29. Carterville with a lead. NCOE with the basketball. Cord Tucker in the jump circle. Gives to Garrett on the right side. Uses a screen by Horton. They're going to let him shoot a 3, and he's going to airball it. And when we say good shooters don't hit the rim, that's not what we mean. Had plenty of time. He's a good shooter. He's just out a step or two. Down the corner, Lustenberger on the right wing. They send a cutter through, don't give it to him. Lustenberger again, he's going to drive, spin move, nothing there. Out to Crane, he's going to lay it up, and nope, shot over everything. Rebound inside Carterville, but trying to give it to Lustenberger. They lost it. Still trying to get control of the basketball. And here goes Long ahead, and that's going to be carrying the basketball. The ball got a little bit above his head.
It's a tough break for Preston. Preston kind of danced around from going out of bounds, got the steal, threw it back in, had to hustle to come back in, got the loose ball, and the ball just had a little too much air.
Shane Hawkins jumped about 6 feet in the air, and then they finally called it. He went over to Rocky Hull, patted him, said, good call. Lustenberger to inbound it. Will do so in the backcourt to Skelcher. Now Vanderzeel come with it on the right side to Biddle. They've got Lustenberger posted up against Horton, and he's going to make it a little spin move. Nice fake up with the left hand, too strong. Preston Long will clear for the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE. They bring it up in the offensive end, leaves it for Garrett. 1:14 to go here in the third, 43-29. Garrett leaves it for Prather. They go on the right side to Cord Tucker. Cord, a couple of dribbles left. Picks it up, looks for somebody, and leaves it for Prather. Here goes Prather down in the corner. Long for a 3, and he hit another one.
And I give credit to Colby Prather as he drove in. He got it out too long and then kind of ran a pick, so Long was freed up.
And coming right back is Braden Skelcher. He nails a 3. 46-32. Cardinals will not go away. And a pass slapped out of bounds, intended for Prather. 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 46-32. Carterville by 14. They led by 19. NCOE has been within 11. Trying to find somebody to throw it to, and they give it to Preston Long in the backcourt. And he's going to work against Vanderzeel. Gets it up in the offensive end, and we're going to get a foul. That's going to be an Adam Vanderzeel.
Little hand check. That's going to be the 5th foul on Carterville, his 2nd.
That's one of the things they said at the coaches meeting. They said the referees are going to really call that hand check. And I thought, why? You know. Tucker having trouble getting it in, and timeout called by Jordan Johnson. That saved a turnover. 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Evil Eye Creative Studio in Carmi is a full-service communications and design consultancy. Located in the heart of Southern Illinois, we have a strong focus on small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. From t-shirts to business cards to large format banners, we are excited to make your design project a reality. We also specialize in video and audio production. Reach out to us to see how we can create something amazing together, all within your budget. Evil Eye Creative Studio. What can we create with you?
Back here at Duff Kingston Memorial Gymnasium, there's 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's Carterville 46, NCOE 32. And what has been a good third quarter for the Fighting Cardinals. Kind of a sluggish first half, but they've come in, done a little bit more. Give it to Prather on the inbounds pass. They give it inside to Prather. They got him posted up. And to Joel Horton, rather. And Joel Horton is having a game here this afternoon, or morning, with a basketball. Here comes Biddle, and we're going to get a reach-in foul against Garrett.
What's funny, Peyton Biddle, 5'7", Javen Garrett, 5'5". Garrett's probably giving about 60 pounds away.
But he doesn't back
Biddle.
off.
No, he just went right in and said, you're not going to bully my your way.
5 seconds, 4. They're going to have to hurry. He's going to take it all the way to the hole, lay it up with the left hand, too hard. Rebound comes down to NCOE, and that ends 3 quarters of play with a score. The Carterville Lions 46, the NCOE Fighting Cardinals 34.
Teamwork. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Carmi Lumber celebrates the student athletes competing and wishes them great success. Depend on the team at Carmi Lumber for all success with your home projects. Electrical, plumbing, lumber, hardware, and more. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Visit them on North 3rd Street in Carmi or carmilumber.net. Carmi Lumber, proud supporter of area athletes.
Fouls, double dribbles, air balls. Unfortunately, all part of the game.
But with a great team behind you, you're right back in the game.
Sometimes life knocks you down, but State Farm agent Doug Raber and his team are there to make sure you get back up.
When something unfortunate happens, call me and get peace of mind you're working with a team committed to making sure your life goes right.
Call 618-445-2012. Find Doug Raber on Facebook and on the Square in Albion.
Well, the Fighting Cardinals, after being down by 19, outscored Carterville 15-8 there in the third quarter. And NCOE said, hey, we're not rolling over.
No, and the Cardinals won that quarter as it was 38-19 at the half, and NCOE put up 15 that quarter to Carterville's 8.
Inbounding to Joel Horton, 8 minutes left. As Nolan Prather has it. Stands near the jump circle. Going to work the left side. Gives to Garrett coming around the right side. On the dribble. Still that man defense by Carterville. They give it inside to Horton. Horton's going to fire again. That one is short. Rebound pulled down by Lustenberger, and we'll go the other way. Caden Hawkins with the basketball. Gives to Lustenberger on the right side. Here's Hawkins going to try and beat Prather, and he is going to be fouled by Colby Prather.
Colby with a little nudge as Hawkins with a quick first step going to the right baseline. 14th foul on NCOE, second on Colby.
Top of the key, Lustenberger wanted the 3. They run the back door for him, and Horton is right there. Trying to back his way in the corner. Here is Biddle for 3. That won't drop. And good save, and we're going to get a foul as Blake Berkey tried to save it from going out of bounds. I thought he was going to call a foul.
The mechanics looked like it was, but I think maybe he was pointing at the out-of-bounds line that went out.
So Carterville retains possession. They swing it around the corner. Here's Berkey, works against Cord Tucker. Nothing there. Lustenberger is going to take it all the way, lay it up with a soft left hand. And Lustenberger with 9 in the ball game. The lead is back to 14 at 48-34. The corner is Prather. Throws a lob pass. Oh, look out. As NCOE a little slow getting to it, and good hustle there by Biddle. But he ended up stepping out of bounds. So NCOE a little bit lazy on that one. And when you do that against this Carterville ball club, they'll make you pay.
Preston Long back in, checks in for Eric Healy.
Long couple of 3s there in the third quarter. Hasn't been able to get unwound as Carterville has played him tough. Here is Cord Tucker, left-hand dribble, goes behind the back, now back out to Prather near the center line. Defense keeps pushing them farther and farther out. He said, if you can beat me, beat me. Here is Long looking for opening, can't give it. Horton will fire a 3 from the corner. That's an air ball. And a rebound picked down by Carterville as Berkey gets it up to Hawkins. Hawkins, spin move, fires, boom. Hawkins had 17 the first half. He's got 22, but he's kind of shared the wealth here in the second half. Lead is back to 16, 6 minutes to go, 50-34. Prather stands out near midcourt on the dribble, has a screen by Horton, goes the other way, drives the baseline, puts up a runner, and nice move by Prather. He has 5 in the game on a nice runner, and quickly down court.
Peyton Biddle, again, second time that NCOE did not get back. Biddle beat everybody down and got the bucket.
Here is Garrett, lost control. And we go the other way, 52-36. Caden Hawkins will bring it down. And what are they going to do? They're going to milk it a little bit. We'll see what happens. Out front with the basketball. They're running Hawkins all over the place. Give to Lustenberger. I got a 3. We're not going to slow it down. Lustenberger with a dozen in the lead. Back to 19 at 55-36. Coach Shane Hawkins says, guys, we want some pressure, as he encourages his team to come out a little bit deeper. Here's Garrett, leaves it for Horton. Joel tries to drive, spin move, he is double teamed, kicks it out to Long, way off the mark, air ball, rebound inside to Horton, and he can't get it to go, but he's fouled.
That's the first offensive rebound for NCOE. Long's 3 was a little bit short. Horton with the inside position goes up, almost got the bucket, and was fouled. Foul goes on Lustenberger, his first, 16 fouls on the Lions.
Horton 1 of 2 from the line. He's now 2 of 3. He has 18 in the ball game. So Horton will have one more, 55-37. Fours are wild, 4:44 left. Horton buries them both. He's 3 of 4 from the line. He has 19. 55-38, a 17-point Carterville lead. Here is Hawkins, gives it on the far side to Lustenberger. Finds Hawkins again outside. Caden says, look at this. Nice shovel pass inside, wow. And that went to Wakey. Boy, no look over the shoulder pass.
Yeah, Hawkins went from the left side, came across to the right side of the lane, and as the defender shifted, just no look, shovel across. Wakey says, I better make that one.
You better give me an assist on it. 57-38, Prather to the hole, kicks it out to Cord Tucker from downtown, rims in and out. Rebound tipped up to Hawkins. Caden with the basketball, hesitation, fires it across in the corner, down low. Trying to drive inside, and we're going to get a travel violation on Maddox Crane. Said it went off his, dribbled it off the side of his foot.
7 turnovers on Carterville, as NCOE only has 3. Cardinals doing a better job not turning the basketball over this half. We said they had 11 in the first half, but doing a much better job here in the second. Back in for Carterville, Drew Barrington and Blake Berkey.
3:57 to go here in the ball game. 57-38. Carterville on top. Cord Tucker with the basketball on the left wing. They send Prather as a cutter. Gives it out to Garrett, back to Tucker. Now Prather wanted the 3. Defense was there. Now Javen Garrett. Here's Horton, top of the circle. Looks down low. Goes between the legs, leaves it for Garrett. He's going to drive. No look pass, stolen away. And here we go, nice easy layup. That was by
Drew Barrington, the 5'11 sophomore.
But he shot it off the wrong foot. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
On his layup? Sometimes everything gets mishmashed. Cord Tucker out front near the center line to Prather. Left side, Tucker, they leave him open for 3, in and out, and rebound pulled down by Hawkins. 21-point lead for Carterville as we approach 3 minutes. Here is a 3-point shot, no good, tipped way out front into the hands of Crane. Now to Hawkins. As Hawkins says, I want to shoot some a little bit. He has 24 in the ball game. And we've got, what, a timeout charge to Carterville. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Stop in Silver Dollar Gaming every day December 26th through December 31st and enter to win $250, $500, $750, or $1,000 for guaranteed winners. Located in Carmi, Eldorado, Harrisburg, Heron, DuQuoin, Alany, Murfreesboro, Salem, and West City. Partnered with J&J Gaming and located only at Silver Dollar Gaming. Must be 21 years of age to enter.
Have what you need to make this New Year's Eve celebration one for the ages? If not, visit Smokin' Joe's Fireworks Store and let's blast our way into 2023. Buy one, get one free orange stickered items. Scan Joe's more than 80 big screens to preview your fireworks selections and get the big 500-gram cakes, plus the fun stuff for kids like sparklers and Roman candles, even assortment packs. Find Smokin' Joe's Fireworks on Facebook and at SmokinJoesFireworks.com. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6 and New Year's Eve. Call 270-389-0407. Get your boom boom for less.
13 and 15.
Okay. All right, we've got a wholesale substitution line change for Carterville. We'll try and get them to you as they progress down the court.
Parker Poole is in for Carterville, a sophomore, number 22.
Here's Long, gives to Garrett, swinging on right side to Cord Tucker. Cord, one dribble, gives to Long. He sees an opening all the way to the hole up with the left hand.
Good move by Preston, splitting the defenders for a left-hand layup.
Quickly down court, and what do we got? Coming down was Drew Barrington. They said he palmed the ball, turned it over, or sometimes called a double dribble. 2:26 left. Carterville by 21, 61-40. Over to Tucker. He's going to drive the free throw line. Back to Long and nestled a three. Long with 11 all here in the last half. 18-point advantage. With the basketball there is Barrington. In the corner they go. A three-point shot put up by Poole. Parker Poole, a 6'1" sophomore. Here is Long, going to shake and bake just a little bit. Then leaves it for Horton. Horton straight away, 12-footer from the baseline, shoots over everything, and we go the other way. 64-43, not a matter of who, just a matter of how much. In the corner, here's a Long three put up. It's short. Rebound inside, short, and Horton will clear for the red-clad Cardinals. We get ready for wholesale substitution. Javen Garrett wants to drive. Ball is knocked away, saved, and that's going to end for the starters. Well, here we go.
So Nolan Prather coming in for NCOE.
Nolan Prather, Cade Bond, Jackson Simmons. Who we're missing?
Russell,
Owen Russell, and Connor Graves. Here is Prather with it. And he's going to turn around, throw it in the grass. Oh, you can't loaf on it. Ball went in the backcourt, and they kind of got reflected. Here comes Nolan Prather. He's going to stop and jack a three off the back of the iron, and it is noon hour basketball. We go the other way, and laying up a shot and in is Chastain. So Chastain gets an easy two, his first time in the scorebook, 66-43. Trying to give it here as Simmons has it. High on the right side, a couple of dribbles. Leaves it for Bond, now Russell. Prather with it on the left side, inside to Russell. Puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. A lot of those kids, Prather is a sophomore, and those other four, and Bond is a sophomore, and those other three kids are freshmen. So here is Owen Russell. About a 6'2" freshman. Get his name in the Eldorado scorebook.
And good for us that we know the kids because their names aren't in the program.
I know. Coaches do that. We've already had a no name in the Hamilton County. That one a little bit short. And the rebound pulled out by number 34. We don't have him in the scorebook. Inside, little left-handed hook is no good. Rebound tipped out. Comes down to number 20. He's not in the scorebook. Still tipping it, and Prather will come down with it, throws it to Russell. He loses it, and Prather picks it back and then dribbles it off his foot rather than pick up a loose ball. He dribbled it. 66-44. You know, they got to find some solace in there that Carterville outscored them 3 the last half.
Absolutely. Great second half by NCOE.
They're going to hold it. You're in the game. You're going to shoot it.
Absolutely.
And blocked by Simmons. Number 20 put up a shot. And Jackson Simmons with 2 seconds. Look out. Lays it up. No, it will not go. And that's your final as Carterville advances by a score of 66-44. So we look at this. That'll be Carterville playing the winner of the next game, Vienna Edwards County. NCOE will have the 8:30 game in the morning. We'll take about a 2-minute break, get everything added up, and let you know how it goes.
Have you ever thought about the importance of a personal relationship with your bank? In today's world of kiosk and efficiencies, not every bank will take the time to get to know you and understand your financial goals. But at Banterra, we do just that. We have a strong local team with vast experience who live in and know our communities well. Stop by a Banterra bank location near you and get to know a bank who truly understands personal service. Banterra Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Abby Mawson, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand today's financial landscape and make sure you achieve your goals. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Let's connect. Start by giving me a call at 618-842-4696. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Warm up with savings at your local Huck's Market. Join the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon, every day for a limited time. Download the new Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app and start earning your big rewards today. Exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play.
By a score of 66-44. Let's look at the scoring. For the Lions of Carterville, they were paced by Caden Hawkins, who had 24. Double-figured support came from Cade Lustenberger with 12. They had 8 from Maddox Crane, 6 from Blake Berkey, 4 from Peyton Biddle, a 3-pointer by Braden Skelcher, and a 3-pointer by Poole. 2 points each from Drew Barrington, Brock Chastain, and Braden Wakey. For the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE, they were paced by Joel Horton, who had 19. Preston Long got 11, all of those in the last half. Colby Prather with 5, 3 from Cord Tucker, 2 from Eric Healy, 3 from Javen Garrett, and 1 from Owen Russell. So the way it works now is that Carterville will play tomorrow at 3:15. They will play the winner of this upcoming game, Vienna Edwards County. NCOE drops in the consolation bracket. They will play the loser of Vienna Edwards County at 8:30 in the morning. And Joe, you've got some stuff.
Yeah, take a look at stats in the ball game. Boy, NCOE came out, did a great job in that third quarter. But, man, once Carterville got on a roll, they put the ball in the hole as they shot 65% from the field in that second half. Tell you about Carterville, they ended up with 11 turnovers in the ball game, 3 in the first half, 8 in the second half. 24 total rebounds for the Lions. They had 7 total offensive boards and 17 defensive boards. Carterville got to the line only in the first half. They were 5 of 7, did not shoot a free throw in the third or fourth quarter. So they end the game 5 of 7 from the free throw line at 57%. As we said, Carterville shot 65% from the field in the second half. They were 8 of 13 from two-point range, 3 of 4 behind the arc. They finished the game at 24 out of 41 shooting in the contest. For the Fighting Cardinals, did a much better job in the second half. They had 11 turnovers in the first half, only had 5 in the second half, total of 16 turnovers. NCOE had 17 rebounds in the ball game. 4 of those were offensive. Cardinals ended up going to the line 6 times in the game, hit 5 of those, which is good for 83%. NCOE, though, struggled a little bit shooting. They shot 37% from the floor for the game in the second half. They were 6 of 10 from two-point range, 3 of 11 from behind the arc. So to finish the game, NCOE was 8 of 18 from two-point range, and then 7 out of 23 for the game behind the arc. So Cardinals played hard, had a great second half. What do you say, Roger? Only got outscored by 3 in the second half?
Yeah, I think so. Then they came back with it. They had a good third quarter where they outscored them 8. But again, too much mustard for Carterville. They're really a fine ball club. Well, Joe and I are going to take a break. We want you to stay with us because we got more games coming up here at about, well, it said 1:45. That the first game, of course, ran a little bit early. I'm trying to get something sorted out. So it'll be pretty close to 1:30. They've got 25 minutes on the clock, and it's a quarter after, so it'll be right at about a quarter to 2, so about 15 minutes, a little bit later. Bryce Thompson, Cole Carter will be here bringing you the Vienna-Edwards County game. That's number 5 against number 12. They'll stay around to do number 7, Anna Jonesboro against 10, Fairfield. Then Joe and I will be back to do the final afternoon session. That'll be Massac County and Gallatin County, and then 3 more games here later tonight. So appreciate you listening, not only to those on the radio, but also on our YouTube. And final thoughts?
Well, certainly enjoyed sitting next to you again. And I did catch that we talked about Maddox Crane, and you thought I was making the mistake, which
hard to believe. I know. It's a shock.
But, here's the thing. Coach Johnson's team came up against a tough Carterville team. That's going to be the toughest man-to-man defense, in my opinion, they're going to face all year long. And, again, you find out your weak spots, you get better, and guess what? You're going to come back and play again tomorrow and try and get a win.
Find out what your weaknesses are, and the only way you're going to get better, you're just going to have to play better. All right, that wraps it up for Joe and I. Hang around. We'll take a short break, and then Bryce and Cole will be back to take you out this afternoon. So thanks for listening. For Joey Lane, I'm Roger Hobbs. We'll catch you later.